Hello students, welcome to my channel SDK Pathshala. Today we are going to learn something about dielectric. So this is an on request video. This is on the request of one of my student. I am making this video on dielectric because we are in optics chapters, but for special purpose we are making this video on dielectric. So to get to know about dielectric we need to know about insulator. And you all know what is insulator. Insulator is a particular substance which doesn't conduct electricity, but any insulator which doesn't conduct electricity, it must have the infinite resistance, but everything have some resistance. So generally insulators are having very high resistance. Okay, so in a particular insulator electrons cannot move freely. Electrons can't move freely on that insulator. So electron can shift slightly, or you can shift the electron slightly from the on the particular molecule if we apply a electric field. So due to an external electric field there is a local shift. Local shift, what do you mean by the term local shift? Local shift means in the particular molecule electron can transfer from one portion to another portion. So there is a change in density of positive and negative charges, okay, in a particular molecule. So these give rises to a particular polarization. Okay, so these are the substance which are known as dielectrics. These are the substance which are known as dielectrics. Next, polar and non-polar dielectric. What do you mean by polar dielectric and what do you mean by non-polar dielectric? Polar dielectric is a kind of dielectric where the charges, or where in a particular molecule or in a particular atom the center of mass of positive and negative charges are at different places. Positive and negative charges, these are the center of mass. Center of masses are at of different places, so they acts as a dipole. They acts as a dipole because in electrostatics chapter we have come to know that if two charges are separated by, or if two point charges are separated by a few distance or very small distance, then they are act as a dipole. So this is a kind of dipole. So in a particular polar dielectric, the mass, center of mass of positive and negative charges are at different places. So that's why it gives rises to a dipole moment. Okay, and this is known as the polar dielectric. But there is zero dipole. Why? Because there is zero dipole, not zero dipole, zero dipole moment. There are many dipoles but zero dipole moment in case of a polar dipole. Why? Because in case of a polar dipole all the molecules are kind of this. Okay, so they are orient randomly. Okay, so there is random orientation of these polar molecules. Okay, so these are known as polar dielectric. And in case of a non-polar dielectric, remember one thing, non-polar polar dielectrics are asymmetrical. Okay, means they are not symmetrical. But in case of non-polar dielectric they are kind of symmetrical. So in case of a non-polar electric, the center of mass of the positive and center of mass of the negative lies at a particular point. Okay, that's why there is no polarization. There is no dipole moment created. There is no dipole moment created because the center of mass of the positive and negative charges are same. Okay, understand? So this is known as non-polar dielectric. So in case of a non-polar dielectric, center of mass of the positive and that of the negative charges lie on a particular point. So that's why it is a kind of symmetrical, and there is no dipole moment for this molecule. But here dipole moment is present, though there is no net dipole moment, and as there is no dipole, so dipole moment is not there. But in an external electric field, polarization happens. So what is polarization? When we apply an electric field to this kind of dielectric, an external electric field, then what happens? Then there is a particular shift of these molecules, and in this case there is a shift of positive and negative charge. So first consider about polar molecules. So in case of polar dielectric, when external electric field is 0, they are randomly oriented. But when the external electric field is, suppose external dielectric field EP or E is given, the external electric field E0 is not equals to 0, at that time E0 not equals to 0, that is E0 having a particular value, at that time what will happen? At that time they will again rearrange themselves. Suppose E is from this side to this side, so this is the direction. So all the polar molecules are rearrange themselves. Okay, and due to this rearrangement, there is a net dipole moment. Net dipole moment creates here. Okay, and this is known as polarization, because previously there is no net dipole moment, but here there is a particular net dipole moment. But in case of non-polar molecule, what happened? When E equals to 0, that is E equals to 0, it remains like this. But when E0 is not equals to 0, that is E0 having a particular value, at that time what happens? At that time there are several molecules. Okay, another molecule, suppose minus plus. So these molecules are kindly for negative and positive molecule or positive charges are kindly separated. Okay, or their center of mass changes due to the application of electric field. Due to the application of electric field, E0 is here, so here is positive, so here you can say the positive, and here you can say negative. So positive will attract it towards negative, and all the molecules are kind of arranged like this. Okay, so as they are arranged like this, so there will be a net electric, or there will be a net electric dipole moment creates here. Okay, so this is known as polarization, or this effect is known as polarization. Okay, next, when in a dielectric, if we apply field, then how the polarization or how the electric field changes inside a dielectric. Okay, how? Suppose this is a dielectric. Suppose this is a dielectric material. Okay, and here electric field E is applied. So due to the electric field applied, so here all the portion is positive and here negative. Okay, so electric field, direction of electric field is here, so positive to negative. Next, here all the molecules kindly minus plus, or they orient like this. Okay, they orient like this. Okay, so you will see there is a particular orientation, and this orientation happens because of the application of electric field. Okay, so this orientation happens because of the electric field. Now you see that let me just finish the figure. Minus plus. Okay, so in this case, ultimately here a particular electric field developed, that is known as E. Okay, or we consider it as E, where here a dipole moment, net dipole moment creates from this side to this side. Okay, if it is EP, then E is in this direction, so E will be E0 minus EP. Okay, and remember one thing, when the molecules are arranged like this, so one positive cancel the negative, positive cancel the negative. Okay, and there is net cancellation of dipole happens here, and there is a particular electric field, or you can say only these charges are remain at the surface only. So the dipole or the dielectrics now have a charge or negative charge on this surface and the positive charge on this side. Okay, so here suppose the density is sigma p, so it is minus sigma p, and this is plus sigma p. So this is the surface charge density. Okay, now in this case we can find out the dielectric constant. Okay, so here the dielectric constant is K, and dielectric constant K is defined as the ratio of the given electric field to the reduced electric field. Here the reduced electric field is E. So remember this equation. Okay, K is equals to E0 by E. Okay, so we can write down E0 by E0 minus EP. So this is the dielectric constant. This is the dielectric constant. Now, in case of this dielectric, sigma P and sigma P, positive sigma P is the surface charge density here, and positive sigma, negative sigma P is the surface charge density over this surface, on the left surface and on the right surface. And we know that if two, so this portion having the negative charge and these portions are having a positive charge. Okay, so there is a net dipole moment created. Why? Because we can say this charge, this sigma P is equals to QP by A. Okay, so this is the surface charge density, so minus QP by A, we can say surface charge density, total surface, total charge divided by area. Suppose the area is A. Okay, and in this side the surface charge density is QP by A. Okay, charge per unit area, this equals to the surface charge density. So in this case polarization density will be QP into, what is the distance between them? Let the distance between them is D. Okay, so QP into D per unit volume. Per unit volume means, suppose the area is A. Okay, and this distance is D, so A into D, surface area is A and the distance is D, or thickness is D. So QP, so A into D is the volume. Okay, so this is the polarized or dipole moment per unit volume. Okay, dipole moment per unit volume is known as the polarization density. So D and D cancel out and you will get QP by A. You will get QP by A as the polarization density. Okay, next we need to know about electric susceptibility. Okay, now what is that electric susceptibility? Okay, when E when E is very small, then you can write P is proportional to E. Okay, so we can write down P is equals to epsilon 0 into chi into E. Okay, now this chi is known as electric susceptibility. So chi will be equals to P by epsilon 0 into E. Okay, so relation between K, that is dielectric constant, and electrical susceptibility, that is chi. Okay, that is chi. Now we know na E is equals to E0, that is applied electric field, minus EP, that is EP. Next we know EP is equals to sigma P by epsilon 0. Now sigma P by epsilon 0 can be written as P by epsilon 0, because sigma P and P are same, because P is equals to Q, P is equals to Q by A, and sigma P is equals to also Q by A. Okay, in previous portion you will get these two relation. So in my video also I have proved it in previous section. So here you can write down E is equals to, if you follow the video carefully, there I have written that sigma P is equals to QP by epsilon 0, or QP by A, and here P also I have proved there QP by A. Okay, so for there I am writing this. So E is equals to, can be written as E0 minus that is P by epsilon 0. Okay, now what E0 minus, instead of P what we can write? Instead of P we can write P is proportional to E, so P is equals to epsilon 0 into chi into E. So instead of P we can write down this, so write down this epsilon 0 into chi into E. Okay, divided by epsilon 0. So epsilon 0 cancel out, so we can write down E is equals to E0 minus chi E. Okay, now divided it with E, so you will get 1 minus 1 equals to E0 by E minus chi. Okay, now E0 by E is what? Dielectric constant, minus chi. Why? Because this is the applied electric field and this is the reduced electric field inside the dielectric. So we can write down, or we can write down K is equals to 1 plus chi. Okay, understood? Very easy. Next, in case of capacitor, when a dielectric is placed in a parallel plate capacitor or inside a parallel plate capacitor, then what happens? Suppose there is a capacitor previously charged by Q. Okay, so positive charge is over here. Okay, and this plate is negative. So okay, now so if air is there, so the capacitance will be C is equals to epsilon 0 A by D, epsilon 0 A by D. Next, if we insert a dielectric, Now D is the thickness, so this is D. Okay, A is the area of the plate, and we introduce a dielectric of thickness what? T, suppose. Okay, so due to this positive plate, negative charges are induced in this surface and positive charges are induced in this surface. So an electric field E0 in this direction, E0. Okay, so this is the direction of E0. So E0 field is here, E0 field is also here. But in this case, here EP is the electric field, and if E0 field is applied, so the net field, electric field E will be E0 minus EP. Okay, so the E field, E0 field will be applicable on the thickness D minus T, and E field on the dielectric, that is on the thickness T. So this will be the potential difference. So this will be the potential. So V is equals to E0 D minus T plus E T, or we can write down E0 D minus T plus, instead of E we can write down E0 by K T. Okay, E0 by K into T. Okay, now from where we will get this relation? Because K is the ratio of electric field applied to the reduced electric field, or we can write down E is equals to E0 by K. Okay, now if E0 is common, now we can write down D minus T plus T by K. Okay, now E0 can be written as Q by epsilon 0 into A. Nah? So V can be written as V is equals to, instead of E0 we can write down Q by epsilon 0 into A. Then D minus T plus T by K. Okay, so we can write down Q by V is equals to Q by V is equals to epsilon 0 A by D into, or D minus T plus T by K. You can write down now. So Q by V is equals to C. So C is equals to epsilon 0 A by D into D minus T plus T by K. Okay. Next, so this is the capacitance of the capacitor with a dielectric material of thickness T and dielectric constant K. Okay. Now, for in case if the dielectric is of the thickness D, that is whole the place or all the place is covered with this dielectric, then what will happen? Then D is equals to T, D will be T, D equals to, so C can be written as epsilon 0 A D minus D plus D by K. D cancel out, or you can write down epsilon 0 A by D into K. Now epsilon 0 A by D, epsilon 0 A by D is the capacitance of the capacitor when the capacitor is filled with air. So into K, so C. Okay, so we can write down, or from here we can write down K is equals to C by C0, or in other words, dielectric constant is the ratio of the capacitance of a capacitor with that dielectric to the capacitance of the capacitor with the air in it. Okay, so thank you students for this class, and if you like this video, then please press the like button and subscribe to my channel for this interesting or this type of interesting video. And